I'm Ginny Field. Oh my goodness, First Press. I've been here about 16 or 17 years, approximately. Oh, well, I started when I was in high school, and I made little full skirts when we used to wear petticoats and saddle shoes. Boy, that's a trip down memory lane. So I would make little things like that, and then I had two daughters, and so I made most of their clothes when they were very small, and made a few things for myself occasionally. And then my sewing kind of lapsed because I didn't have anyone really to sew for, and sewing machine just sat in the closet for many years. Well, I had seen a special on TV one night, People Making a Difference, and it talked about ladies that had returned from Africa who wanted to make dresses for little girls. As we all know, little girls in Africa are kind of at the bottom of the interest list, and they needed to tell them that they are worthy and they are loved. And they started Little Dresses for Africa. So when Bob Coster said he was going to Africa to do his water wells, which he had done for many years, I asked if he could take some dresses, and he said he could. And that was the genesis of this program. I presented it to some ladies in the church. We were sitting around knitting one day, and they were very enthusiastic, and so I thought, well, let's make this happen. And we've been doing it for 8 years, and we have people from out of the church too. We have ladies from another Lutheran church that have been participating, and friends of friends that have been participating. And by participating, I also mean, besides sewing, they participate with donations for shipping costs, and also all of the fabric. I have lots and lots of fabric donated that are specifically appropriate for little dresses for the little girls. And when I talk about the donations, I had always envisioned this being a self-supporting mission. At first it was not part of the Mission Commission. It is now, but I've tried not to use any mission funds, and we have used donations from all sorts of sources who have helped to provide probably about 95% of all of the shipping costs over the years. To date, when I send out my next box, which will be going to Little Dresses for Africa, it will be just about 1,500 dresses that we have shipped over the years. And they've gone, we've shipped dresses on our own to Malawi. We've sent lots of dresses to Little Dresses for Africa, who in turn have the resources in Africa to know it's a safe shipping environment. And we've even sent some to Nepal through another source. So that was very exciting for us. And it's an environment where people will sew as they have the time, and there's no pressures about who sews how many. I only keep track of how many dresses we've shipped and how much donations we have received, and that's it. There's no pressure on, no time schedules. We tried to meet once a year, but COVID kind of prevented that this year. But hopefully we can get back together again at least once next year. There's just something special about working with this fabric that is so appropriate for little girls. And you have a real sense of contributing, and there's nothing more fulfilling than to feel that you've been able to contribute and do something for someone else. And it's lovely when you know that the words that are going in the box to the little girls says, you are worthy and you are loved. And that's something that just makes all of our hearts sing. The congregation as a whole has been so supportive. I call it my kind of project. Every time we have presented Little Dresses for Africa in front of the congregation, like the time that we gave dresses to Rivers of the World, and we had little girls walk across the stage with dresses hanging off of a clothesline. The whole congregation just went, oh! And so we know that everybody loves the project, and is very supportive of it, and it just makes us feel closer to the church to know that we're doing this God's work in God's house.